Let that put the fear of God in your hearts. Fenharel. Okay, let's go. Wonder what music the Dalish use. That sounds appropriate to me. Alright, let's go to Skyhold. Yeah, Punch. It does seem like a place I don't want to visit. Dragon Island. Maybe after I beat the game. Maybe. I agree with your warnings. Besides, I can buy a little bit of influence and get another perk. Maybe True Grit. That seems like a good one. True Grit and Cassandra's passive that increases defenses. That should give me 25 defense against the magic. That is good. But what are we going to do? Last time I talked to everyone, so this time I won't. So we're hitting the war room, then the researcher's table. Nah, maybe not the war room. Let's go to the research table first, because I have my inventory full. What if they give me an item as repayment for my efforts and I'll lose it? The war table is not a place.
Here is the request Harriet made.
I will see he gets it.
Well, now research. Bonuses. Nothing I can do. Let's go. Didn't I capture someone? Why can't I judge them? Pretty sure I captured someone. The mayor of the town? I don't know. Something like that. Or maybe Dorian said if... Should the Inquisition try to apprehend him? Master Corrupting Rune. Formally submitted to report. Current progress and findings. Some animals in regions with closed rifts exhibit fewer altered behaviors, but the results are inconsistent. Several anomalies in hunting patterns suggest the breach still impacts local wildlife. Furthermore, some species persist in erratic behaviors. I suspect that both the opening and closing of rifts cause fluctuations in the veil that continue to disturb their natural instincts. Long-term effects unknown. Studying the flight patterns of local songbirds may yield further results. Additional notes. I forwarded a 50-page report to Commander Cullen outlining ways to counteract aggressive behavior in several species. Great. It appears our detracting lord found shame in the dark thanks to a scandalous laugh. Also, blind fits are now the rage. Can Regeni claim that? Orle remains Orle. Arbor Blessing and Bloodstone, okay. I saw a couple of Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. Those seems like names for Harry Potter books. Actually, Red Jenny attends a party. Red Jenny and the Chamber of Maids. Find Crestwood's mayor. Okay. Restore the port at Storm Coast. Expose the old agent. Oh, that's something I need to do. An unknown traitor is lurking in Liliana's closest circle of spies, and she must set a subtle trap to catch the double agent. The planning will take considerable patience, but the Inquisition must purge this enemy from its ranks. We must move carefully. This traitor is a master of the craft to escape my detection for so long.
Let's see what we have.
Go. Repairing the port seems like a job for Cullen. Your worship, the Red Templars hoarding onto Storm Coast were once a working port. Alright, if you could turn it to your own use, we may be able to assist. Ivor of the Blades of Hesarian, of course. A note penned below in a different hand. We can hardly expect a bustling trade center, but since we have established a presence in both Ferelden and Orle, direct access to the Awakened Sea could prove useful. Of course, the Blades of Hesarian will refuse to help unless words come from the Herald of Andraste. I can arrange for additional assistance from nearby cities. We can send some of our workers to assist the Blades, yes.
Inquisitor.
Do it. Find the Mayor of Crestwood. Okay, let's see if Josephine can do this. The Mayor left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village 10 years ago. Then he disappeared. The Inquisition must track him down if it's to serve justice. I can ask the Crown to post a warrant for the Mayor's arrest. Gradius, the Mayor will have to stop for supplies. I'll have my agents inquire. We already have soldiers on the road. We'll hunt down the Mayor. Nah, let's not involve the Crown in this bullshit. To be honest. Let's send Josephine to gather more Arbor's blessing. Or maybe... Is the gather herbs here? Yeah, let's send her to gather herbs here.
Let us begin.
Alright. Let's move. I'll capture the Mayor soon enough. Although, to be honest, he did what had to be done. Maybe I will capture him and then reward him or something. Maybe a slap in the wrist. Or put him to work for the Inquisition. That could also work.
Served the lord who loaded his catapults with anvils. Point made.
Okay, Archmage's staff. Mm, let's see what that run does. Shit. Nah, it's not. Yeah, he wiped a village. He should be rewarded. I agree, Poncho. I, I don't know. What I fear is if I track him down, and who knows about the confession? It's another question I need to ask myself. Because if people know about the confession, then I cannot appear to be uncaring, to be honest. Alright. Nine base magic. Let's keep it. Common mole. Moles are two-handed. Yes, goodbye. Axe of the Green Edges. 6 constitution. Maybe. One of the last Emerald Knights alive after the Exalted March destroyed the Elven Dales, Nomaris famously lodged his axe in the tree he had planted in the Emerald Grave, saying, "Let it remain here until my people are free to mark my soul, which shall never rest." He then threw himself into a river, his body never found or interred. An Orlesian adventurer poisoned the tree to take the weapon after fleeing Dalish hunters seeking vengeance for the sacrilege. Alright. The problem is if I make a public um, show. Let's say no one knows about the confession except the inner circle. If I capture him and bring him on trial, then people will definitely know what he did. But I am assuming they know. Mm, I have to assume they know. What's this? A unique staff. 2% chance to cast Bale Strike on hit. 25% critical chance. Nah, it's too low on the stats. Let's get rid of that. Uh, Dagger, more likely than not. Yes. Longbow. Merkel's Mole. One-sided blade. Okay. Send armor penetration now. No. Okay. More or less done. Now, this L17. L17. L14 Warrior. Okay, that should be available for all my warriors. That's the same, isn't it? The same she has. 918 and 725. Why does Black will not have this? He should. Or Iron Bull. Let's get to Black Bull. He should have it, yes, of course he should. Okay. The Keen Deep Stalker Vitar. Okay, goodbye. Rishon Army Armor. A human trained rogue. Let's go. 15 cunning. At the... He looks like a clown, honestly. At the loss of a lot of defense, but this is 15 cunning for a rogue. I think I cannot ignore the increase. Yeah, it's too much to ignore. The Enchanter's Coat. Let's look at Soulless. If it's not better than anything Soulless has, then... No, this is not good. The Free Army Battle Mage Armor for Dorian. Now, the Intense Black Wapsh Guitar. Iron bullshit. This strange Kunari face paint is created from deadly poison, fatal when applied to anyone other than a Kunari, whose unique physiology somehow not only neutralizes its effect, but also allows the paint's magic to harden the flesh and provide other protections. He looks like a cheap hooker with that. Alright, next. Superb Belt of Fire Resistance. Let's hold on to that one. Lilith only. Let's get to Lilith then. The Amulet of Power. This is for coal only. How did I gain that? Shit, I didn't see what he had. Fuck. Well, he definitely needs the knockout powder ring. I would say. Let's give that to him. Ice mine, that's not going to happen. Must have been this. Amulet of Strength. Cold resistance, electric resistance. I don't think anyone will have an Amulet of Strength. One to have. Let's look anyway. Yeah. Cold resistance, electric resistance, fire, 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 belt of focus. I don't know. I think I should only use the belt of focuses after I have used the focus. Let me see if any of my regulars has a belt of focus equipped. She has. She shouldn't then, according to my... But what do I give her? If not the belt of focus. Yeah, I should equip those. Nah. The superb belt of fire resistance. Well, that seems like a good idea. Because I'm not gaining focus at the moment, because I am not spending focus. So, what is the point of having that equipped? Can always switch the belts quickly enough, I think. Will I ever use the potions belt? I don't think so. Let's sell all this. Ring of critical chance. Nah, I need... yeah, I will start removing these rings immediately. No, I wouldn't switch equipment during combat. It's impossible, yes. No, I mean, after combat, if I use my focus abilities, then I will equip that to whomever needs to replenish their bar fast. That's what I was thinking about. Flanking damage bonus, whatever. Tonics build. Turns out I won't be using tonics, so we can send that. Lifeguard heal. 50 HP is nothing. To be honest, let's get rid of that. Although you may... Yeah, Punch, you bring up a good point. I cannot switch equipment in the middle of a fight, which means those belts of resistances, unless I equip them before the fight. But how could I possibly know what type of enemy I'm going to face before? Well, I could, but not against the bosses, which is where I would want to use those belts. I'll think on that. Maybe I won't even... hold on to those belts. It is highly unlikely I'll ever ascertain the nature of an enemy before I start fighting it. Maybe a dragon, but as I've said, I don't plan on fighting any dragons anytime soon. Okay, time to compare stuff in the nude. I mean, bare of any upgrades. Did not. Alright. Yeah, let's do that first before we craft anything. Everyone is ready to report, then let's go. Because I do need to keep sending them for Arbor's Blessing, Liliana to catch the mayor. Now, word must have leaked out. It's impossible people don't know about him. But we can be lenient. Hopefully. Your worship, work on the port is underway. We trust you will be pleased with the results. Well, I may go there to visit Dragon Island after I finish the main campaign. Spindlewood and Royal Elford. Complete bullshit. Made a trading deal with a merchant house in Denerim. Though the herbs in question were shipped from as far as Antiventiva, they are being brought to Skyhold now. Alright, the following is a confession that I, Abernale Harish, known as Painter, when in employ of an Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange of promises of a title from the Venatori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition allowing me my life in exchange for the secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn and willingly serve my sentence in prison. Abernale Harish, as witnessed by Liliana. It's a confession extracted with torture, I am sure.
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
Now, you know what? Let's send Colin. Let's start a manhunt. Let's make this as visual as possible. And spit in the face of the Fereldan monarchy as well.
All right.
Outfitting the crew, let's see. A hastily scribbled letter from the quartermaster. While I would never question the wisdom of the Inquisitor in such a contentious time, if we are to insist on relying on mercenaries acting in our names, I would ask that they represent us properly. We can be seen to employ the poorly equipped in the Inquisition. More exactly, I cannot. I humbly request permission to outfit the crew Sutherland leads. If they represent us, then they should reflect our influence, I agree. It would take little to have them look like the hidden arm they could be. It would take little to have them look like the hidden arm they could be. That guy doesn't strike me as either a scout or a spy. He seems just like he wishes them formidable, make them formidable. Heavy armor. So this is basically make them pretty or make them tough. I think I'm going with make them tough, honestly. Those guys are risking their necks all the time. Let's send Liliana to the black market.
At your service. Let's see what we have.
And Josephine for more arbor blessing.
At your service.
Alright, let's go back to inventory management. Maybe Liliana can get some I always forget the other one. It's Vandal Area, Arbor's Blessing, and some other bullshit. Okay, I wanted to modify
Where's my...
weapons. That's why I'm going to 6 constitution, nice. What I truly need to do is, well, let's remove the upgrades and sell a bunch of shit. Should sell it first. So they are going to clog up everything. All right. Okay, so let's start. 18 barrier damage bonus versus 10 constitution and 9 willpower. Not even a real horse race, is it? Let's look at Soulless. "13 constitution, no. That's 6 and 6, 12. Yeah, no way. Okay, this is a piece of garbage without you. More or less the same without you. 9 magic. This has 12 base. This is the worst of them. Of them all. Let's see. Dorian. This has... willpower up my ass. Okay. So all the stuffs are pieces of garbage. Great. The Dalish bow. Now this must have at least 9 dexterity and 9 constitution. Yeah, this is a great bow. So this is all bullshit. Well, the axe of the green edges, that might actually be good. Let's compare it with... know what? There. Look at Cole. It's sufficient care. 9 constitution. Nah. Skip the Bane of Red Crossing. Alright. Now the actual weapon that has a little bit of chance to knock something out of the regular. 14 constitution. This has a lot of damage. Bonuses. Let's see for Blackpool. 6 willpower, so 9 constitution base. Yeah, without Iron Bull. 8 strength. Nah. Okay, something else that gets sold away. Perfect. So let's go to... I think in armor we had nothing. This is all for later levels. And now the superior hunter male. Okay. The reinforced vanguard coat. This is for higher levels. Okay. So let's deal with that. Alright, this is rogue and warrior. Warrior. Okay. I think Blackwell's new. Yeah, he doesn't have shit. Let's give him this, at least. Cole's new. I think his new shit. What gave him 15 cunning? That's the reason I switched, didn't I? Barbaric can certainly use a few upgrades. Let's see. Look at those shoulders. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This actually looks good on him. What do you know? Making him broader is actually better. Who knew? A stockier dwarf. Alright. Well, let's send the armors to the junk pile. Need to look at the upgrades as well. 8 magic. But then I can craft 9 something constitution or along those lines. So let's get rid of it. Or maybe. Nah, let me check. Let's check everything before we make harsh decisions. Three magic, great. 8 magic. Sorry, the 2 options I have. Alright, should be easy. Let's do the mages first. 9 and 9 without soulless. Six and send. So here it's actually an improvement. Now at magic for constitution, it's not an improvement at all. Alright. Next, the warriors. For willpower. But she's the only one using a sword. The other warriors are using axes. This is a toss-up, so let's leave it as is. And certainly 6 constitution is better, I would say. Nice. Alright. Now the rogues. They have nothing. Perfect. And now Barrick. He's all a special category. Does he have anything? Alright, no, he doesn't. I will wait until all 3 of my advisors are ready and then I'll go back. Okay, we can sell some of this. Spirit resistance. That is bullshit. Secure. Protection. Rune. Okay, those I have to hold on to. $17. But not great, not bad either. Now, schematics. Masterwork firm pommel, which is not no good for me, and a two-handed whatever. Good. Medium armor. Hunter cut. Ooh. Ooh. It's actually good. Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to craft hunter coat legs. Let's see what we can make out of those. What does Sarah have at the moment? What if she even doesn't have an armor? No, she has. The legs. 5 willpower. Let's see. This one. 9 dexterity. She has 5 willpower, is it? 9 dexterity, 9 dexterity, 6 cunning, 6 dexterity, dexterity. So what I want is cloth, not obviously cloth, not leather for the. Well, it doesn't matter honestly. Rough hide, that would be amazing. I think this increases is still worthwhile. From 5 willpower to 9 dexterity. It's almost twice. 11 dexterity, what? Yes, it is 11 dexterity. Okay, I think I need to accept the reality of things. Maximum health. Let's start from the auto map. I think it's better. Melee defense. Melee defense. 6 melee defense. 5 stagger on hit. Don't know, I like this stagger on hit. It's a little bit more of HP. Or melee defense. Let's go with melee defense. Stormheart is winning. More defense is always better, I think. Everite or Stormheart? Stormheart, there is more of them. This is definitely a good upgrade for this woman. So, 11 decks. There's no caps lock. 6 MDef. There we go. Great. Switch it up right now. Before I forget I have them. And maybe the spare will go to someone. Nice. Let's see if Cole or... Cole? No, Cole cannot. Maybe Warwick. Seems like he could use it. Certainly 5 willpower beats that. Great. The other one is going to get sold. The blocking shoot. Yes. Alright. Next. We're almost done, surprisingly enough. Let's see. The free army warrior armor. Okay. This could be good. Free army warrior armor. Let's see what Cassandra has. So it has to be better for Cassandra, otherwise it doesn't matter. What does Cassandra have? Base. 8? No, I said 7 constitution base for Cassandra. Let's see. That's basically it. Impossible, I cannot make something better with this piece of shit. 7 constitution base. That's the only real stat that matters. Free army, warrior armor. This was it. Let's see. 7 constitution bells, 12 constitution. We're already rolling in it. Okay. 12 constitution, that's winning definitely. Let's start, as I said, from below. 12 strength, 8 constitution, 14 strength, but no, I prefer constitution. 12 in pyrophyte. Pyrophyte we have 162. Pyrophyte wins the day. With 12 constitution, great. That alone justifies the swap. So let's see what else we can give here. 20 cold resistance, 8 range defense, 28 cold resistance, 20 cold resistance, 20 cold resistance, 8 bleed on hit. Okay. Range defense 8. I don't know. I think someone said me that the bleeding effects were bugged. Knockskin 8 range defense. Are you serious? Fucking knocks are really useful. That guy deserved to be a paragon. Okay, let's get the Nog skins, which are easier to procure. $143 with Viridium, 160 with Stormheart. Stormheart is really... Okay, Viridium is winning. Because it's plentiful. Pyrofight. Fucking game. No, it's Origin. They're bullshit ads. I already bought your game, what more do you want? Paragon's Luster. Okay, Beridium continues winning. Yeah, Beridium or Obsidian, and all of those work. Let's go with Beridium because it has the most. Hello, Masterman. Yes, I would say it is... The ruleset is masochistic, I would agree with you. It is pretty unforgiving. But I have managed to survive so far for 110 hours. With only 2 close calls. This could actually work for Cassandra, you know? Now that she has that ability to give the rest of the party full health. I am from South America. That is the reason for my accent. Because she would have 100% chance to restore everyone to health, the rest of the party, and 10% chance to revive herself. Those are good. Which means if she goes down for whatever reason, all the party gets her the health and she could revive instantaneously, which would be greatly appreciated by me. Okay, Lustrous Cotton is winning. Okay, abilities cost a lot less. Yeah, South America is a big. You're lucky didn't say Latin America. You think guard on hit is best or the heal thing? Yeah, that's why I'm looking closely at this. I haven't seen the guard on hit. I think that let me recheck. I don't see any guard on hit. So let's go with the Lustrous Cotton. This is a good piece of armor. Maybe I should farm. I wouldn't know where I could find anything that drops guard. But I don't really like to grind or farm. maybe I should give at 17. Stormheart is really rare. That's what I don't like. I don't even know where I got Everite from. Now, at 17 armor is never going to matter. Let's go with Viridium and be done with this. Stupid name. 12 con. 8 Ardef. And I can give Cassandra another 18 constitution. This will be great. Alright. Switch up her things. Fate Touch Silverite. I haven't seen Silverite ever. I don't think I have Silverite, even the regular Silverite. But do you know, she doesn't have the symbol of the Seekers in the chest. That's something odd for her. She usually has that, yeah, the symbol of the Seekers, but this is the symbol of either Hawk or Kerpool. I've never been able to tell. Alright. I know Blackwool has the same armor, yeah. Only with shittier attachments, which I am going to take anyway without Iron Bull. No, he has, unless, let me check. It's a decent armor, Iron Bull. For someone that's never going to join my party, he does. Hello Uzi, how are you? Okay, we're almost done with these. Okay, what? Fuck. That armor cannot be upgraded. Great. Yes, it cannot. Well, that changes much. Then this goes to Blackpool. I cannot sacrifice. How much constitution? Half my or can I? She has so much constitution already. Can I sacrifice all that constitution? In Empress du Lion, okay. Well, that's the last place I plan to visit. I plan to. I already did the Storm Coast. I'm going back to the Exalted Plains after I am done with this. Going over the ridge and under the mountain there. After I'm done with the Exalted Plains, I think I'm visiting. Well, I could go to Emperor Leon or the Hissing Wastes. Maybe I should get to that Silverite mine. Also, because I know Felandaris is mm, gathered or harvested there, and I need it for a few quests as well. There is something else I need to do. I'm forgetting. I have a bunch of places with locked With master locks I can open now. In Ferelden. Maybe even in the Emerald Graves I need to check. Alright, let's make this. Is tempered sent to chance to heal for half health good enough to make a switch of this proportion? You have to mine 40. Well, I can tell you something. I don't mind hiding stuff on the way to my... it's a dangerous place and silverite is scarce. Really, a 1% chance to hit Fate Touch Silverite. Well, that's really, really low. And I won't farm. If I find it on my way, on the way to quests, I will mine it, but I'm not going to hunt for minerals. How much is 12 constitution? Let's see. Let's see how this works. How she would have, yeah, 25 constitution. Let's see her HP with this. Time to do the math. '71 constitution means and 1035, okay. And 12 constitution. Really? Mages can wear heavy armor with silverite. Didn't know that. She leveled up? No, it's the the amulet of power. Okay, let's see. So that's 60 HP. That's not much. For 12 constitution, are you serious? 12 constitution is 60 HP, that's nothing. Holy fuck. I would have thought a more substantial... No magic. Yeah, I'm a min-maxer, as I've said. So I will look very, very closely at any upgrade I'm making. Yeah, that's nothing. That's craziness. But if that's the case, then I'm going to switch. Yeah, master. 10 HP per constitution sounds outright. Maybe it's because I have so much constitution already. Maybe at some point they start dwindling the effects of constitution. Because she should have like 60 constitution or something like that. Yeah, it's 58. Diminishing returns. Well, then I'm going to leave her with that. Certainly 10% chance to revive is better than 60 HP. Which means Blackpool gets an upgrade in his armor. Which is also good, honestly. And let's look at Iron Bull. I know for a fact I can increase the constitution of the coat far more than this other one. So let's switch it up and sell. What did he have? Ah, this one. Sell that. Alright. Good. We're done with inventory management. Which means going to Exalted Plains after I hit the worm, and I also need to influence a little bit. Let's do that first. By influence, see if I can feel any requisition. And we're off to Exalted Plains. This is the place that starts eating up my RAM. Now I can see it with my own eyes. I always tell when people ask me out front, I am from Colombia. That should be enough. Do I gain a perk? You're from Sweden, yes. I got a perk, great. Sweden. Beautiful country, but by all accounts.
Inquisitor.
Let's see. Apparently not. I can. Yeah. What do I need here? Quarry and logging stands. Why don't I use them up for
Nothing.
that tower?
Unfortunate.
Alright, so we go to
Inquisitor.
the weather, yeah. It seems especially this year weather has been cold in the northern hemisphere.
Mother Giselle said the Maker is acting through us, but he doesn't do anything directly.
Alright, let's see what we can get. More fucking elf. I'm sure that guy would have been one of my agents. Really? You're having actually a warm winter, huh? You got off luck again. Let's see what we can have. Don't really care, I explore everything already. Okay, it seems True Grit is the actual... Advanced Focus could be good, but True Grit. All party members gain 10% increase to defenses. That seems actually quite good. Give it here. She always brings that. Apparently I won't be getting any Felandari soon. Note to Skyhold gate guards. I hear the mayor of Crestwood has been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. I think I'm going to wait until I have a few judgments too. True Grit is overpowered. That's... Royal Elfruit, are you serious? It's the most common thing in the planet. Okay. Not really, but it's not as rare as they want me to believe. I don't want any of these missions. So let's see what Red Jenny needs. Sarah cannot simply vandalize our reports. There is no record of any of this. A memo from Josephine written on a letter from an outlying landholder. Inquisition leaders, I have reports of a gathering of resources to be moved into Enatory hands. I send these with the hope that you have the means to track who may be responsible. I overheard the possibility, but further inquiry yielded no more detail. This is unfolding well above my station. Sergestan of Wildersvale. Okay, buying out the caravan would expose whether it is led by an honest merchant or a conspirator. Okay. A few altered signs will waylay them in the beam marks. A trade caravan will have supplies to last. If their stock happens to be mostly weapons, they won't last long. Holy shit, she's heartless. This is crazy. Yeah, Sarah is crazy, and I'm really starting to get annoyed with her. She's too brash. Too... what? A strong head as well. Let's see. Blockading a caravan is a small but provocative matter. Do we trust this information? Not really. Well, the Leliana in Dragon Age Origins was very different than the Leliana here. She has lost a lot of her humanity, and I'm trying to make her lose even more. But I think Josephine's approach is the sound one, honestly. Because she's the one offering a way to find out who is responsible for this. While... I think I didn't read the whole thing. Okay, Sarah has scrolled several notes below. Also a sketch of a Randy Nog herder. Squire with a limp says horses for 20, small force. 3 farmers say they were kicked out of their homes. Root merchant says the carts are heavy for carrying armor weapons. Says they short-changed him, so he didn't tell about the wobbly wheel. We'll slow them through pass. Easy pickings, right? But yeah, Josephine is the only one giving me a shot at finding out who is behind all this. Now, well, I've been watching the 5 attempts at beating Dragon Age, no, 7 already, attempts at beating Dragon Age Origins in Lusarius's channel. And yeah, she was very different. She was more kind. She was concerned with the well-being of others. Not, she became a chantry. Let's say she was a fanatic, yes, but one of those people that are all like a hippie, all love and hugs, even if she killed a few folk along the way. In this game, she's just a complete fanatic that doesn't even care about the people under her command. She sees everyone as a tool for the preservation of the chantry. Or at least that's how I read her now. Before, she was more concerned with saving souls and making people repent and seek redemption. Yeah, I would think her true self is... Okay, Nerek says, I would pick the middle one. No harm done to any other merchants besides some rations. And the resources to do so are quite low as well. Yeah, I would say Leliana's approach is my second choice. What I don't like about this is... let's say the caravan gets stranded in the desert and they die of thirst or lack of food. What do we gain out of that? Yes, we stop a caravan of what, 20 carts? Not whatever. Some carts of weapon and armor and a few horses, but we don't find out who's supplying the Venitori. Hello, Mr. Olio. Well, I have the same outlook as Leliana, my character, I mean. She sees everyone in the Inquisition as a pawn in her game to destroy the chantry. So Leliana and I usually agree on how to handle situations. If they die, you can't go and investigate. I don't know, Nerek, that's the problem. It's possible letting them die in the desert will open another operation. What I don't like about Josephine's approach is that it definitely puts our involvement into this whole mess up front, let's say. We are buying the caravan. That will... yeah, it could possibly scare off leads. Yeah, as well. Because the conspirator, if there is a conspiracy to actually help the Venitori, then they will know for sure we are looking into the matter. While Leliana's approach, as always, is very underhanded. Let's say that Leliana's approach is underhanded, but her approach is a little bit more cunning. What would be better? You know what? I'm going to make the decision on Leliana just because even if the caravan is not helping the Venitori, they will suffer in the desert, and they are most likely not humans. So humans clawing through the desert. That seems like a nice picture to me. So let's use Leliana in this instance. Yeah, Nerek brings good points. Send her then.
Inquisitor.
And more Arbor's Blessing.
Let us begin.
Here. A Pyrophyte.
Inquisitor.
Alright. Then off to the Exalted Plains. Now let me check something first. I always forget what's the other herb I desperately need. Shit. Bundle area, yes. Arbor's Blessing and something else. Can never remember.
The pen is mightier, Miles.
Amrita Bane. I need more of that than anything else. Amrita Bane. Alright. Ha, you should have seen my other playthroughs when I roleplayed as a mage supremacist. I really treated elves like garbage. God is great. Hello, Risted. That's the only thing I know about that. Holy shit. That was loud. I need to fix that. Yeah, I'm returning the hissing wastes. I know it. Give me a second, please. I know it all.